Dear students, I will be continuing with the solution of some more problems on functions in this session also. Now, in the earlier session, we had calculated the range of some functions and then we calculated both the domain and the range. Now, and we considered a square root of some function. Now, again I am calculating the domain and the range again. The problems which I am going to work out, we have to calculate both the domain and the range, and here it is again another type of problem. First, let me consider the first problem. F of x is equal to minus of modulus of x here. Minus of modulus of x. Of course, you will be in the coming session of functions, the same chapter. I am going to teach you about some special functions. In that one, you will be learning about this one. But in your high school classes also, you are familiar with this one. We call it as modulus. You have heard about the word modulus, and we call that as an absolute value also. When any quantity is written like this, between two parallel lines, no? If the number is negative or positive, we take only the numerical value, that is called as the absolute value or modulus number. Suppose I am having here minus of 3, it would be equal to 3. Even it is plus 3 also, it would be equal to 3. That means that irrespective of the sign of this one, the value would be always a positive number. In other words, we will be getting the image of these numbers will be always a positive number. Now, here I am not given only modulus of x, it is minus of modulus of x, minus of modulus of x here. Now, let us see what would be the domain of this one and what would be the range of this one. What value you can assign for x here? If you argue that one, if you find out, that becomes the domain. Look here, forget about this sign, we will come to that later. The values we are assigning, that would be the domain here. What value you can think of giving to x here? You can give any value, isn't it? It may be positive real, positive or negative integer, 0, positive negative rational number, positive negative irrational number. Together all of them, now what do you call them? It is a real number, set of the real numbers. You can assign for x any real number, any real value you can give. Therefore, that itself becomes the domain here. Now, x can take any value. Therefore, the domain of the function, the domain of this function f we say is the set of the real numbers. R, capital R stands for the set of the real numbers. Therefore, the domain is fixed here. You can give any real value. We do not bother about the positive or negative sign of that one. It may be negative, positive, integer, real integer, rational, irrational number, 0, into 0 also included. You can assign any value for x here. Therefore, the domain would be the set of real numbers. So, that is how we have to argue. In this function, x can take any real value. Therefore, that is how we have to write the sentence. Therefore, the domain of the function f is equal to the set of the real numbers, which is denoted as capital R. Now, come to the range part here. Now, just now I told you modulus of x is always a positive quantity, is always a positive number, isn't it? Do not worry about the value of the number x here. I told you rational, irrational, any real value. When you take the modulus sign, even if it is negative, the value would be a positive number. We take only the number, numerical value, not the sign here. So, whenever you use the modulus sign, you will be always getting a positive number. But how is the function defined here? It is minus of mod x. We know that, like this we can write, we know that modulus of x is always a positive number. Now, f of x is equal to minus of modulus of x. That means that minus of a positive number. Isn't it? Minus of a positive number. Minus of a positive number means what you will be having? A negative number. Isn't it? Don't bother about the value here, whatever may be the value. See, modulus of x means a positive number. Always we get a positive number. When you multiply by the minus sign, minus of modulus of x is minus of a positive number. Minus into plus, it is always minus. So, we will be getting a negative number. But what values you have assigned for x? All of them are real numbers. So, you are getting here a negative real number. You can get a negative real number. That means that, see, the negative real number means, of course, 0, you can take 0 value also. Minus of 0 means it is 0 only. So, 0 is included. So, any other value you get for modulus of x, no, when you multiply by the minus sign, no, it would be a negative number. Therefore, it starts with the, on the left hand side, the least number. You can go on by writing the value. I will write like this. Give an examples, then you will understand. See, when x is 4, then f of x is modulus of minus of modulus of 4, it is minus 4. I give x is equal to minus 5. F of x would be minus of modulus of minus 5. This is plus 5. So, this becomes minus 5. And when x is 100, I am giving random values. F of x would be minus of 100, it is minus 100. You observe, we get only the negative numbers here. No question of having a positive value. Of course, when x is 0, f of x is modulus of 0, it becomes 0. Minus 0. Minus 0, right? Minus 0 plus 0, we write 0 only. So, 0 was the first number it can have. Any other value you give for x, no, it would be always a negative number. If you increase the value here, what would be the value here? The number would be decreasing and decreasing. Therefore, what can be the first value? The domain we have written already. It is the set of the real numbers. So, for range here, see, the value, 0 value is there, it is included. Any other value would be less than 0, that is to the left on the number line. So, what can be this number? You can write it is minus infinity comma 0. Minus infinity comma 0, here 0 is included because when x takes the value 0, the image is also 0. So, image of 0 is 0. Image of 4 is minus 4, image of minus 5 is minus 5, image of 100 is minus 100. So, only the negative numbers are the images of the elements of the domain. Therefore, it is the maximum value it can have is 0. All the other values would be less than 0. How do you write that one? Therefore, the range of the function is the open closed interval minus infinity comma 0. And what was the domain we had written? The domain was the set of the real numbers. X could be given any real value, whereas the range is only restricted. It takes only the negative numbers of the codomain are associated with all the numbers of the domain here. So, this is the infinite set. This is also an infinite set, no doubt, but it cannot take the value more than 0. That is, all the values would be 0 or less than 0. The images of the elements of the domain will be values either 0 or less than 0. So, this is the range of the function, and that is the this is the range of the function, and that would be the domain of the function. So, this is how we have to find out. So, see, in the earlier session I had considered the function as root of that number. So, we have to argue considering the real number as well as the imaginary quantity, whereas here I have given you the modulus function. Now, another modulus function here, f of x equal to x minus 1. This is the function that is given, f of x equal to x minus 1. Let us see what value you can give here. Again, any real value. In the previous one we had the minus sign. even then the domain was the set of the real numbers. But here also it is modulus of x minus 1. You give x any value. If you give 0, it is modulus of minus 1 would be 1. Okay. When you give x is equal to 4 minus 1, 3. If you give x equal to minus 4 minus 1, it is minus 5. Modulus of minus 5 would be plus 5 only. So, x can be given any negative number, any positive number. You can give x is equal to 100, or you can give x is equal to minus 1000, or you can give x is equal to root of 3. It can be given minus 2 root 2. So, negative, positive, rational, irrational, any value can be assigned to this one. Therefore, the function is defined for all the real values of x, isn't it? You can see that, or you write the sentence. We observe that fx is defined for all x belonging to R. Better to use the notation, or for all the real values of x. Therefore, the domain of f is equal to again the set of the real numbers. So, the domain of fx, we can write it as is equal to R, the set of the real numbers. Now, let us come to the range part. Domain is fixed, isn't it? So, we can give any real value. This is the set of real numbers. Now, real 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. All numbers would be present. So, it is the domain here. Now, let me consider what can be the images of the numbers here. When you give different values for x, now, what would be the images of x here, respective images? Suppose I give x is equal to 0. F of x is modulus of minus 1, this would be plus 1. I give x is equal to 1, it is f of x would be 1 minus 1, that would be equal to 0. I give x is equal to minus 12, then f of x would be minus 12 minus 1 minus 13, it would be plus 13. Suppose I give x is equal to 15, then f of x would be 15 minus 1, 14, modulus of 14 would be equal to 14. See what type of numbers are you getting as the images here. See, I have given here 0 plus positive number, negative number, positive number, etc. Or I can give x is equal to minus of root of 3. Then f of x would be modulus of, it is minus root 3 minus 1. So, it will be taken because it is a modulus sign, it would be always a positive quantity. So, look here, these numbers are the images. These numbers are belonging to the domain here. So, x can be given any real value, but what are the images we are obtaining? We are getting only the positive value. What is the least value we have got here? 0. All the other numbers would be more than 0. So, the range starts with 0 and where does it end? It contains all the number up to infinity. So, how do you write this one? The range would be all, do not write positive because 0 is also included. We write it here non-negative real numbers. Okay. There are 3 ways of expressing the range here. The domain of the function f is the set of the real numbers. Whereas here the range would be the set of the images of the elements of the domain. So, we have given different values here. So, for any value of x here, either it would be equal to 0 or it would be greater than 0. So, for any x belonging to R, for any real value of x, no, the fx would be always greater than 0. When x is exactly equal to 1, it would be 0. For all the other values, it would be greater than 0. That means it is a positive number. So, how do you write this one? The range would be the set of the non-negative real numbers. Or you can say for all fx would be always greater than or equal to 0. That means you can start with 0, go up to infinity. So, you can write it as an interval. Closed open interval 0 infinity, like that also you write, or you can write in sentence the range is the set of non-negative real numbers. Set is non-negative real numbers. So, let me present that one. If x is equal to 1, f of x is equal to 0 for all x, for all x, for all the other values of belonging to R. I am not writing the sign here, plus or minus. For all the other values of x belonging to R, for all the other real values of x, here you observe f of x would be greater than 0 because we get the image to be only a positive number. F of x is greater than 0. So, in general we can say the range is that is fx is always greater than or equal to 0. So, how do you write this in sentence? The range is the set of non-negative real numbers. I told you, you can write like this also. 0 comma infinity, it goes on increasing, isn't it? So, 0 comma infinity, closed open interval, or you can write in the form of a set. It contains all x such that 0 less than or equal to x less than infinity. Any one method, either you can write in the form of a sentence, or you can write in the form of an interval, or you can write in the form of a set also. So, this is how we have to consider. So, when you are having a simple function, I can say, when you are having a simple function, you can find out the domain or the range or whichever has been asked in the problem in a easier way, that is easier to calculate. But whenever some special type of function like root of something or modulus here given, you have to look at the values that can be assigned, then you have to argue and find out. Okay. Now, in the problems that I am going to work out, I do not calculate domain or range here. It is another type of problem I am solving where evaluation, it is evaluate means we try to find the value of a function when the value of x is exactly given. That is a function f is defined by fx equal to 2x minus 5. It can be expected for a 1 mark question, that is all. A function f is defined by fx equal to 2x minus 5. You have to find the values. Find the values of f of 0, f of 7, f of minus 3. It is quite simple. That means the function is already given to us. We have to, wherever x is there, we have to write the value. That is first one, f of 0. On the right hand side, wherever x is there, write the value 0. 2 into 0 minus 5. 2 into 0 is 0. 0 minus 5 is minus 5. So, if for a 1 mark question like this it is asked, no, you have to get the value. Second one, f of 7. We write it like this. This is called as the value of the function at x equal to 0. Value of the function at x equal to 7. So, this is wherever x is there on the right hand side, you write that value. 2 into 7 minus 5, 7 2s are 14. 14 minus 5, that would be equal to 9. Next is, third value is f of minus 3. I am giving a negative value. So, write inside the bracket 2 into whenever you have a negative number, make it a habit to write inside the bracket, especially when you are multiplying. 2 into minus 3 minus 5. 2 into minus 3 is minus 6 minus 5, that would be equal to minus 11. So, if it is only one number is asked now for a 1 mark question, if 1 or 2 depending upon, if all the 3 have been asked now, it can be expected for a 3 mark question. So, this is the procedure. Wherever x is there, it is very simple problem compared to the previous type of problems where we are calculating the domain and the range. Here just wherever that unknown number x is there, write the value which have been given in the problem. Now, same type of problem here. The function t, I am reading the problem here. The function t which maps temperature in a degree Celsius into temperature in degree Fahrenheit. I think you must be knowing this one. The temperature can be calculated in 2 different ways. One is Celsius, the other one is Fahrenheit, isn't it? So, the function is denoted as a T here. Maps means it is, I told you already, the other word for function is mapping. Mapping, or simply we say map. So, this function T maps the temperature in degrees Celsius to temperature in degree Fahrenheit. So, Celsius to Fahrenheit it converts. So, conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So, this function T maps temperature in Celsius to temperature in degree Fahrenheit. By the formula like this, it is T of C would be equal to 9C by 5 plus 32. So, when you give the, just like here I have written f of x equal to, in the previous problem, f of x equal to 2x minus 1. That is what I had given, isn't it? Same thing like that. In the place of x, no? In the place of f, I have written T. T stands for the temperature, that is all. And in the place of x, no, it is C. C stands for the Celsius. So, C is the variable here, x is the variable here. X is the unknown number, C is the unknown number. So, you have to calculate here, find first one T of 0, second one T of 28, third one T of minus 10, and fourth one you have to be careful, the value of C. The value of C when T of C is 212. Let us carefully understand the problem here. Problem is not difficult, just follow like this. This is some function. See, in all the earlier function I had used f, do not get confused. So, f of x, instead of f of x, I have written T of C equal to 9C by 5 plus 32. Now, wherever C is there, you are supposed to write the value 0. Here, first one 0, second problem 28, third problem minus 10. Fourth one is, the value of T of C is given, the left hand side is given here. See, in all the first three cases, the right hand side value would be given, you have to simplify and get the value. Whereas here, T of C will be calculated given C in the first three part. Fourth part, the left hand side is given, you have to find the right hand side. That is the only difference. Now, one by one we will calculate. First one, find out T of C. What is C here? C takes the value 0. So, T of C means on the right hand side 9 into 0 divided by 5 plus 32. 0 into 9, that is 0. 0 divided by 5, that is again 0, hence this becomes 0 plus 32. 0 plus 32, or I can write the value 32. So, the value of the first term, first one is 32 because x takes the value 0. The next one is C takes the value 28. Second one, T of 28, that would be equal to 9 into 28 divided by 5 plus 32 plus 32. Of course, you are using calculator, you can find the exact value, not necessary. Multiply, 9 8s are 72, 7 carry, 9 2s are 18 plus 7, 25. 252 divided by 5 plus 32 by 1. What is this one? Addition of fractions. So, as usual, you take the LCM 5 ones are 1 into 252, 1 5s are 5 into this one, 5 2s are 10 and 15 plus 1, that is 16. If you add, it is 2, 11 and 4. So, this is the value. 512 divided by 2, 512 divided by 5, that is the value of the second one. So, T of 0 was 32, T of 28 is 412 by 5. Now, what is the next value we have to calculate? T of minus 10. I am giving you a negative number. that is third one is t of minus 10. So give C the value minus 10. So negative number means be careful, write inside the bracket, divided by 5 plus 32. Here you can do the simplification. 5 ones are 5 twos are 9 into minus 8 is minus 18 plus 32. 32 minus 18 is equal to 14. Therefore, when t takes the value minus 10, this takes the value that it would be converted to Fahrenheit, it would be equal to 14. So, if it is 0, it goes to 32. So, 32 is the image of 0 and 412 by 5 is the image of 28 and 14 is the image of minus 10. Now, the last one is different here. What you have to do? You have to calculate C here. C has to be calculated. Given T of C is equal to 212. Isn't it? C has to be calculated, that is left hand side is known, right hand side has to be calculated. But the same formula holds good. T of C, consider the same formula, write the value 212. C is unknown, keep it as it is, 5 plus 32. It is a very simple equation. Take 32 to the other side, 212 minus 32 equal to 9C divided by 5. Now, it is nothing but a simple arithmetical calculation, that's all. So, I write it as 9C by 5 equal to, subtract 2 minus 2, that is 0, and 11 minus 3, 8, and this is 1. So, it is 212 minus 32 is equal to, how much is that one? 180. That is 9C by 5 equal to 180. Therefore, C would be equal to, 5 goes to the numerator, 9 comes to the denominator. I can write it as 5 by 9 of 180. So, 9 2s are 9 zeros are 20 into 5, that would be equal to 100. So, it is the reverse way. In the first three parts, we were given the value of C, we calculated T of C. In the fourth part, when T of C was given, we calculated C. So, this is another type of problem. See, each one little bit different, but you need not worry about, we will be getting the answer. For some problem, little bit thinking would be necessary. Now, next problem again, f of x is equal to x square. Find the value of only one thing. Find the value of f of 1.1 minus f of 1 divided by 1.1 minus 1. 1.1 minus 1. One has to be good in arithmetical calculation. Look here, numerator contains the values of the function. Denominator contains the values of x here, isn't it? Now here we don't have any f or anything. F of 1 point, how is the function defined? Each x has been mapped onto x square. X square is the image of each x. If 1 is there, 1 square. 2 is there, 2 square. 3 is there, 3 square. 100 is there, 100 square. Minus 1 is there, minus 1 whole square, like that. So here only two values are there. One is 1.1, the other is 1. Let me do the calculation here. F of x is equal to x square. Therefore, f of 1 is equal to 1 square, that is 1. Now, f of 1.1 is 1.1 the whole square. 11, the number is 11. What is the 11 square of that one? 121. How do you write them? How do you mark the decimal point? See, after decimal point 1 and another 1, so it becomes 1.21, this is 1. So here we write the value. First you calculate them separately. F of 1.1 is 1.21. f of 1 is 1. You can do that in the working column. Denominator 1.1 minus 1. No need to calculate, it is already given. Now subtract. If you cannot do the horizontal subtraction, you can write vertically and write 1.21 minus 1. 1 means it is 1.00, you can write. So it is 1, 2, 1 minus 1, 0. If you can do directly, well and good. Some find difficult to do horizontal subtraction. Same thing here. It is 1.1 minus 1.0. It is 1 and so. We are having 0.1. Now it is division of a decimal number by another decimal number. What is the procedure? So to make the denominator a whole number, we shift the decimal point. That is, it is here to here, if you shift, it becomes 1. If you shift in the denominator, shift in the numerator also, it becomes, see, when you have an integer in the denominator, easy to divide. So 2 minus 1 divided by 1, it would be equal to 2.1 divided by 1 would be equal to 2.1. So this is the value of that function. Now, so in all these problems, either we have calculated the range or the domain or both under different conditions. That is, it can be if the function domain is given, we look at the values that can be assigned. Looking at the domain, we can get the value, we can find the range here. Sometimes the function is, only the definition of the function is given. Arguing logically, we can get both the domain as well as the range here. So we have done all the problems of all types in the present session as well as in the earlier session. Now this particular problem which I am going to work out now, little bit different, not difficult, little bit different, that's all. Now here the problem is like this: f from z to z. Let f from z to z be a function given by it is 1, 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1, minus 3. See, I have showed you, given you in the earlier session, it can be written as an order set of ordered pairs, and f is a subset of A cross B. I have mentioned this one. Okay. And fx be a linear function. Fx be a linear function. So f from z to z. Z to z means set of integers to set of integers, which is having so many elements here, and let f be a linear function. Now find f of x. The problem is like this. In all the earlier problems I had given you f of x equal to 2x minus 3, x squared plus 2, or modulus of x, or modulus of x minus 1, or root of 9 minus x squared. See, the function I myself had given you. You have to calculate the domain as well as the range, or both, or any one of them. Here, that function itself you have to find out, looking at the other part of the data. And one more condition is given, it is a linear function. See, you might have learnt about in the high school classes, linear function means when you draw the graph, now usually you write y equal to mx plus c. That is called as a linear function. Now, first you write like this. Any linear function, first write like this: since fx is a linear function, I am taking that as like this. Let f of x be equal to mx plus c. Now take it as the first result. Understand? Now let us assume, let fx, since fx is given to be a linear function, let fx be equal to mx plus c. Our problem is to find the values of M and C using this data. There are 4 ordered pairs here. You can take any 2 of them, not all the 4 needed here. Take any 2 of them, and using this data, you can get the values of both M and C. Then substitute in those proper places, then you will be getting the linear function. You will be defining the function. Function is given to be linear, but the exact definition is not given. The definition is given in terms of the ordered pairs, not like this. So, you have to write that in that form, that is important here. Now, look at these elements. What do you mean by that one? Ordered pairs A comma B I said. Second number is the image of the first number. So, if this is x, this is y. So, it is x, if you give the value 1, f of x would be equal to 1. If you give the value x equal to 2 here, then f of x would be equal to 3. If you give the value f of x equal to 0, you get f of x equal to minus 1. If you give x equal to minus 1, f of x would be equal to minus 3. That is the meaning. Second number, as you know, that is the definition of the function. Second number is always the image of the first number. So, there are 2 unknown quantities m and c. So, to solve them, you have to develop 2 linear equations. When you solve linear simultaneous, what you call as a simultaneous equations, if you develop them, you can get the, you can solve them and get the values. First, let me consider, since 1 comma 1, I can take anything. I am taking this because 0 is there, it is easier. When, since 1 comma 1 and 0 comma minus 1 belong to F, we can write here, see, using that reason, substitute there. When you substitute here, or you can write 1 becomes, put x is equal to 1 here, f of x would be 1. So, 1 would be equal to m into 1 plus c. And using this one, minus 1 would be equal to 0 into m into 0 plus c. So, these are the 2 equations I am getting. So, how do you write this one? It can be written as m plus c equal to 1 and 0 into anything becomes 0, c is equal to 1. Sorry, c is equal to minus 1. So, using this one, see 1 and 1 means 1 is the image of 1, fx is the image and x is an element belonging to the domain. So, 1 is equal to m into 1 plus c, that is what I have written. I am taking the second ordered pair, minus 1 is the image of 0. So, x should be given the value 0 and fx becomes minus 1 plus c. So, here 0 into anything that becomes 0, c would be equal to minus 1. So, we got the value of c already. Put c equal to minus 1 in this relation. Therefore, this becomes here m minus 1 equal to 1, m goes to the other side, 1 plus 1, that would be equal to 2. So, c is minus 1, m is plus 2. So, we have calculated the values of m and c and which have to be substituted. Then you have to write substitute the values of m and c in the first result. Always better you give a number, that is f of x equal to, now write x and fx as they are. M, what is m here? 2 into x, what is c? Minus 1. So, this is the function. So, function in this problem is given in terms of the ordered pairs. We have to get in this particular form. The definition has to be calculated. So, in all the earlier problems, this was given, we calculated either the domain or the range. So, this is a rare type of problem that has been asked in the examination. By chance it is asked now, it can be expected either for a 2 or 3 mark questions. So, in the coming sessions, I will be teaching you some special type of functions. Thank you.